I now do raffles on my Instagram daily, so if you're into that kind of stuff and want to join a future one, shoot my Instagram a follow. It's jcresells559, same exact name as my YouTube name. Thank you guys for the support, and I hope to see you in the future raffle. What's up, guys? A few weeks ago I did a real versus fake video on some patent bred Jordan 1s, and you guys seem to like that video, so the same company offered to send me another shoe to review on this channel, so that's what I'm going to be doing today. As you can tell by the title of the video, I'm going to be doing it for some Jordan 1 University Blues, one of my favorite Jordan 1 colorways. But the only thing I'm kind of bummed about is that they sent me a size 10, which is what I asked for, but I don't have another size 10 to compare it to. I have a size 10 for my personals, but those are kind of beat, so I don't want to compare it with this. So I have to use a size 9 today. So I can't really like compare the size of the boxes since the sizes are different, but we're just gonna roll with it. We're gonna see what we can do, try to spot any differences between the fakes and the reals. So let's get straight into it. Just like the other video, I'd like to start off with the size label, and just like the other video too, here's the real pair. By the way, the size 9 will be the real pair, size 10 being the UA. You can see where it says Air Jordan 1 Retro High OG. You can see the font right there. And here's the fake pair, a little more bolded. I don't know if you guys could tell, but I'll have a side-by-side picture as well. You might not be able to tell by the camera, but in person it's a little easier to tell. But I've said this in the past, like if you don't have another box and shoe to compare it with during like a meetup or something, it's gonna be super hard to even tell the difference. Just make sure it's not super black, super bolded like this pair. Compare the real. Again, it might be kind of hard to tell by the camera, but in person it's a little easier. Another thing about the fake pairs, sometimes it doesn't have, once this focuses, the red and white in the back right here. As you can see the red and white on the back of the label. It's kind of see-through. This pair has it as well. The last video I did on the patent breads, it didn't have the red and white in the back right there. So that's one thing you want to see when you're like authenticating shoes. If it doesn't have the red and white, or if the thing isn't see-through, as you can see right there, then usually it's fake if it does not have that. This fake pair does, so this is a good fake. So now let's get into the actual shoes. Here's the box lid, by the way. For the fake, it has a little coating right here. Here's the authentic pair. It has the coating right here. You can barely see it, but it does have it. This came from Sneakers, by the way. It's just so you guys know where it came from. So let's take a look at how the fake is looking. Here's the fake Jordan 1, looking super good. Fakes are so good these days. And here's the real pair. Oh shoot. Here's the real pair. Let's compare it right now. So here we are, real pair, fake pair. The hole placement is one thing I'm noticing right away. The holes on the fake pair actually look better than the real pair, to be honest. The placement just looks more smoother, just looks nicer. There's the stitching, by the way. On the real pair, the stitching is a little closer than the fake. You can see right like that. There's more of a space on this. And again, the hole placement, and then the stitching on this compared to this, it does look different, as you can see. And the fake pair actually looks better. You can see on the real pair there's like glue stains. Remember, this came straight from Sneakers, by the way. My friend hit on it, he gave me the receipt and everything. Like, we do business all the time, and it comes with these glue stains. You see the stitching. Here's a better look at it. It does look different, but like I said, if you're authenticating it in person, don't have another pair with you, it's gonna be super hard to tell any type of difference. Let me feel this real quick. So I remember the fake pair in the patent bread video, this was a lot thicker and more cushioned than the real pair. I mean, yeah. It might just be in my head because of what happened last video, but this does feel a little thicker again. But I don't feel too much of a difference, like it's barely even noticeable. The Nike Air, remember in the last video, the fake pair on the red right here on the Nike Air for the patent breads was super bright compared to the authentic, but this one looks pretty good. Looks like similar colors. Yeah, these look good. So let's go to the back real quick, because this was a big giveaway in the last video. So let's take a look how this is looking. And I mean, there is a little difference, to be honest. The placement, the colors look a little different. Oh, this pair looks kind of like faded. It's not just the camera, by the way. In person, it does look faded too. This is the real pair. So that's kind of weird. But here's how the wording looks on both. Again, super similar. Fakes these days are so good. But yeah, that's the wording, guys. That's the font and everything. Let's look at the stitching in the back. Again, it looks really good. The only thing I would say is on the real pair, you can see like some of the whites and like how it fades and stuff. Just more of a like smoother blue. But like, it's not even bad. I can't really tell much. Like the last pair with the pan breads, there's a lot of differences that I was able to spot. But with these university blues, these look good. Here's the outer side of the Jordan 1s now. Let's see if we can spot any differences. But just like, you know, real pair should be, the stitching right here meet at the top of the swoosh, not touching the actual swoosh. Fake pair does it too. Something I'll say is the fake pair, you can see the stitching right here. It's kind of messy, but like the real pair doesn't look any better, to be honest. Like they're both kind of messy right there. So it's weird how both of them are like that. Another thing I saw is the stitching right here. This is the real pair, by the way. You can see how both of them like keep going. You can see both of them go all around. For the fake pair, you can see when it gets right here, the top stitch kind of disappears into this little blue area right here. So that's one thing I'm seeing right away. The stitching is messed up on the fake, at least right there. Then as it goes up more, you can see it finally comes back out and you can see it again. Other side isn't like that, by the way. It's only on this side for the fakes. Real pair, you can see the double stitching all the way around. So that's one thing I'm seeing so far. Another thing I'm seeing, this is gonna be kind of hard to tell by the camera, but for this pair, the Air Jordan Wings logo, you can see it's not that shiny. It's just like, it's like a smooth black. For this pair, it's more shiny. It's like glossy, kind of. You see how it reflects with like the flash. The real pair does not do that, or not as much at least. So the Air Jordan on this more glossier than this one. Here's one I'm seeing too, but again, it's gonna be, you can't even tell the difference if you don't have another pair to compare it to. It's kind of hard to see because of the light, but this blue right here is kind of a brighter blue than the real pair. I don't know if you guys could tell by the camera. I think you could kind of tell, but it's still good. It's still good looking. Like, it's gonna be super hard to tell the difference in person. And then again, stitching is a little more messy on the fake pair. Real pair, like I said, is not any better, but it does look a little cleaner at least than that one. But that's not always a giveaway, guys. As you can see, like they're both pretty messed up in the stitch right there. Let's go to the medial part of the shoe real quick, because we haven't went over that yet. But this fake pair is definitely a lot better than the Pan Breads one I did a few weeks ago. Here's how I was looking. The top pair being the real, bottom pair being the UA. And honestly, not seeing much of a difference here on the medial side. Like, here's the stitching and everything on the real pair. Here's how the fake pair is looking. Everything is pretty much spot on. But yeah, so far, just like looking at it, the only real thing I saw so far that I showed you guys is the wording right here. The stitching where this disappears, where the top stitching disappears. And then the glossiness of the Wings logo. That's about it. And the different colors for the laces. Other than that though, this is a pretty spot on fake. That's why fakes are so scary these days because of how good they are. But yeah, just everything else as far as the stitching, the color of the shoe, the like font and stuff, they look pretty good. By the way, I'm about to do a blacklight test to see if there's like any stamps or if anything doesn't light up that's supposed to, or if something that's not supposed to light up lights up. By the way, I just turned off the fan. I just noticed it was on the whole time. It might have made like a weird noise, so I apologize about that. But we're gonna blacklight the real pair. You see no stamps so far. Here's the fake. Don't see any stamps either. It's kind of hard to see the like blacklight through the camera, but no stamps so far. The real pair, you can see the stitching line lights up at the midsole, and then the stitching right there lights up. And the same thing with the fakes. So they even got the blacklight test good. So let's blacklight the back. Here's the real pair. Here's the fake. So far everything that's supposed to light up has lit up. Everything that's not supposed to light up, that's not lit up. Here's one last look at the medial side. Same thing there. So this is just one last look. Nothing. So it does pass the blacklight test, which is really scary. That's how some people like to authenticate the shoes, by blacklighting it. This passed this. So, you know, blacklight test doesn't always work. So I just got out the insoles, by the way. Here's how the real is looking compared to the fake. Like, they look really good. Obviously, it doesn't look exactly the same. This is the fake, by the way, and this is the real. Real pair, the lines are like more slanted. On the fake, it's more straight. So that's one thing I'm saying. I'm not the best at like authenticating with like the insoles and stuff. I'm still learning that, so this is cool seeing in person. Haven't really had much fakes to compare it to. But here's how the stitching on the inside is looking for the fake pair. It's a little blurry. Here's a better look at it with the flash on. This is the fake pair, by the way. Take a look at that. Let me take a look at the real pair now. Here's how the real pair looks inside. I'll also have a side-by-side view after I'm done showing you guys this. But yeah, that's how it looks. Here's how size label on the inside looks for the real pair. This is the real pair we're looking at. Then I'm gonna grab the fake pair right here. That's how the fake pair is looking. Remember, it's different sizes, so it's kind of hard to tell, but yeah, that's how it looks. I'll have a side-by-side up right now so you guys could take a look. Look at the differences, look at just anything that might stick out to you. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much gonna wrap up with the video. I don't know really what much else to show you guys. I didn't spot too many difference. There was some though that I showed you guys, but like I said, it's a really good pair of fakes. I'll also have the company's Instagram down in my description below in case you guys want to check them out. Please only buy fakes if you know you don't want to spend market on a real pair for yourself to wear. Don't buy it and try to resell it as a real pair, guys. That's wrong. Just don't do that. That's not the whole point of this video. The whole point is to show you guys how good the fakes are. In case you want to buy a cheaper pair to wear because you don't want to pay market. But yeah, guys, that's gonna wrap up the video. If you guys haven't yet, please subscribe to this channel. Let me know down in the comment section below, by the way, if you guys saw any other differences I didn't point out. I like to always see. I'm still trying to learn how to authenticate shoes better, so always like to see your guys' comments about what you guys might have saw. But thank you guys for watching. If you guys haven't yet, please subscribe to this channel, leave a like on the video, and I'll see you guys next time. I now do raffles on my Instagram daily, so if you're into that kind of stuff and want to join a future one, shoot my Instagram a follow. It's jcresells559, same exact name as my YouTube name. Thank you guys for the support, and I hope to see you in the future raffle.